Yo guys, what's going on? My name is Void for Void Games, and today we're playing Halo 5 multiplayer a week on after the launch, and we're going to talk about what makes it good, what makes it bad, and is it worth your time. So this gameplay is Swat on Eden. Got it last night. The kills I get are more than half the points we needed to win, and I only die I think 11 times, which in a game mode where you can die with one shot to the head isn't bad at all. So Halo 5 multiplayer, is it good? Yes, it's good. You're a shooting fan, you're a Halo fan, pick it up, you won't be disappointed. But what makes it good? So first of all, the feel. It feels like Halo. It feels like they took the best parts of Halo Reach, which had the best multiplayer in my opinion, Halo 4, and a little bit of Halo 3, and just combined it into one beautiful game. Absolutely, oh, nice collateral there. But yeah, a wonderful game, great fun to play. They took the abilities that they introduced in Reach, like Sprint, and you know, the weapon balance they had in Reach feels great. They took Halo 4's aesthetics and the design and they ran with it and they made it even better looking. So you can't tell me that Halo 4, despite the flaws, was not a good looking game, okay? So they took the aesthetics from that, everything that worked there, and it just looks great. And it just feels like they took a little bit of 3, a little bit of Reach, a little bit of 4 in the actual core gameplay, and that's how it feels to play. If you like any of those games, you're going to have a blast with Halo 4, Halo 5 even. And that brings me on to the next point, the balance. The game is superbly balanced. 343 has done a great job with balancing this multiplayer. There's not one element I've found that seems to be really overpowered, you know, nothing that's made me rage out completely. Maybe grenades are a little strong, but grenades have always been a core component of Halo. They're one of the building blocks of the multiplayer. Makes it so much fun to play. When you get a good frag with a grenade, it's just so satisfying, so I'm not going to bash on them too much for making those strong. So it's definitely mostly balanced. And this balance, with this balance, just comes fun. You know, that's the next point. This game, just ultimately, whatever you might think of it, in my opinion, Halo 5 multiplayer is just fun. It's just a blast to play. It's just, whether you're casual, whether you're competitive, you know, it's just absolute blast to play. Anyone, any skill level can have a good time with this because of the next thing that they introduced, the next good point of the skill-based matchmaking. Now, how the skill-based matchmaking works, it's like CSGO. You play 10 games, you get put into a bracket, into a rank. For example, Slayer, I am Platinum 1, and being Platinum 1, I'm only going to play against players that are either Platinum 1, Platinum 2, or Gold 4. I think maybe Gold 4, Gold whatever, the last thing of Gold. And that means I'm never going to play against people that are really, you know, terrible, and it's not fun for me if I'm just mindlessly slaughtering them, not having to put any effort in. But at the same time, I'm not going to play anyone that's amazing and it's going to just be destroying me, and it's just not going to be fun for me that way either. So the skill-based matchmaking is really good. But maybe you're not that big a keen fan on that, you know, maybe you don't like that. Maybe you come from Call of Duty, where you're used to just getting XP for, you know, playing the game, which is fine, it's a fine system. It's here too, okay, with Spartan ranks. Now, Spartan ranks, they're separate from your skill-based, you know, matchmaking rank. It's just a number. It just goes up the more you play. And the more you play, the higher that number's going to go, the more fun you're going to have, because you're going to be unlocking new stuff, you're going to have a higher rank, and it's just going to be more fun for you. So even if you're not a big fan of the skill-based matchmaking, don't worry, they've got you covered. And that brings on to the next good thing that they introduced in Halo 5, which is some of the new modes. Particularly, we're talking about Breakout. Breakout is so fun. It just breaks down the essence of shooting multiplayer. It's just you, your weapon, you know, no radar, none of that. Breakout is just fun. It's fast paced because of the small maps. It's insanely fast paced. It's quick. You can die instantly, but at the same time you can kill instantly. It's very heavily skill based, which I like. I think that's fair. I think that's how multiplayer should be done, and I think it's an excellent addition to Halo, and I hope we see it in the inevitable Halo 6. But unfortunately, there are some bad points that we need to talk about when it comes to Halo 5. And the first bad point I want to talk about when it comes to Halo 5 is the other new game mode, Warzone. Warzone is half of the multiplayer. You go into the multiplayer menu, you get Warzone and you get Arena. In Arena you get SWAT, Slayer, Free-for-All and Breakout at the moment, although I'm sure they'll add new modes. Warzone, you get Warzone, obviously, and Warzone Assault. The main Warzone, it doesn't work for Halo. They tried to stretch it out. It feels like they tried to marry it with Battlefield or something of that ilk, with the large maps, and it just doesn't work. The maps are way too big for Halo. It can take you like up to a minute to find an encounter, and if you die in that encounter, you are going to be sent right back to your base. And right back from your base, it's going to take you a whole another minute to find another encounter, and if you die again, it just becomes a repeated cycle that's just not fun. And I don't think Warzone works. Warzone Assault, the other Warzone mode, works because the maps are slightly smaller, they keep you in a more contained area, and it's just more fast-paced, more fluid, and it's just more fun. It's just way more fun to play. Definitely, I'm not bashing on Warzone as a whole. Opponent of Warzone is disappointing because it doesn't work and they hyped it up so much. And that brings us on to the next new thing they added to Halo 5 that doesn't really work for me. How the sprint/shield recharge system works. So what happens is, you get shot and you lose your shield, right? As always has been in Halo, and then it goes onto your health and then you die. Fine. But when you're getting shot, if you choose to try and exit the firefight by sprinting away, your shield doesn't come back. Now some people think this is a good thing for balance, and I think it has the potential to be a really good thing for balance, but they need to tweak it a little bit, because it's very rare that you successfully manage to escape a firefight. You know what I mean? Like, if you're getting shot at, you're pretty much dead unless they're really far away. You know, so they need what I think they should do is make it so that when you sprint away, if you've had some health come back, like some shield, don't take the meter that goes down to recharge your shield. If you had some of that gone by standing still, when you sprint, don't instantly recharge it. Leave it where it was, and that makes it even more fair. Because that way, if you're trying to run, you can stop for a minute, get some health back, run some more, so you can actually escape. Basically, you can actually escape firefights on some of the smaller maps. So I think if they did that, the sprint/shield system would work fine. And the final bad thing about Halo 5 multiplayer, the Rex and how they unlock. So how this game handles unlocks, like armor unlocks and weapon customization and things like that, is basically you earn points by playing the game. It's not pay to win, because you can buy these packets, but they don't give you an advantage. Okay, so it's not pay to win. It's not like that. No, don't immediately, oh, the microtransactions pay to win, blah, blah, blah. It's not like that at all. But you have to play a lot. You have to play like 10 games of Slayer. Or 5 games of Slayer, sorry, because you get 2,000 points per game to win. Enough to buy a gold pack. And the gold packs are only really where you're going to get anything you want. In the other packs, you don't really get armor unlocks, which is what you mainly want. I preferred it how it was in the older games, where in Reach, you know, you could buy them and you could save up for points. I think that worked fine. Or in Halo 3, where you unlock them by getting skulls, achievements, different actions. I think that system is much better than the Rex system. They need to add a new way to unlock stuff. Anyway, guys, I think this is nearing the end of the game. Yep, that's the end of the game. I hope you enjoyed watching this. Like and subscribe for more Halo. We're going to have Black Ops 3 content coming on Friday, Rise of the Tomb Raider content.